Hi, everybody. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Welcome back, everyone. Unexpected Tuesday. I think it's Tuesday today. I have no idea. Unexpected Tuesday afternoon live video for you. I wanted to share with you some perspectives as we talk on this channel about different insights from Russian and Ukrainian women in particular minds, but this also applies to high value feminine ladies. And this channel was meant to help men to understand how their mind works. So welcome everybody. Hi Stephen, hi Lance, hey Jim, all of my guys. My favorite people are here. Thank you so much for hopping on. Yes, I will make a few announcements after the video, but so we're gonna be on a regular schedule very shortly. I'm leaving the paradise very soon. I'm still here. Welcome everybody. I have a great discussion topic for you. Hey paradise and almost bye paradise, right? So if some of you send me emails, I will respond them soon. If you want to sign up for personal time with me, you better let me know because it's been a hot minute since I was available, and I know my vacations are dangerous because people do not take breaks or in their life, right? Or people do not live by schedule. And I've received a few of my subscribers going through crisis. So if you need my help, consult veronica@gmail.com. You can request it, and I'm gonna be back very soon. So welcome everybody. Let's see. Welcome everyone. Hey Frankie, hey Lance, all of my guys, thank you so much. Well, not all. I hope more of you will join. So welcome everyone. Once again, if you send an email, I did not respond. I have been taking a little break from the world, but here we are. So today we are talking about why high value women would not compete for you and why you should accept it and understand it. It's completely different strategy when it comes to men. Men can compete with other men for the woman they want. In fact, they really open up the best in themselves when they have a reason to become better, to be better. They really step into their masculinity and it brings the best in them. Even if we talk about competitive sports, men thrive in competition, the adrenaline, the testosterone and all of that. For ladies, when it comes particularly to, for example, there is, one man and three ladies or something like that. The high value woman would walk away immediately. If the man cannot make a choice, woman of high value would say, I'll make it easy for you. And she will walk and she will never look back because she will not compete for him. This is pretty much anti-feminine. It's always a bad dynamic. And those of you guys who are in the chat, if you ever had a woman pursuing you, you know that was wrong. 9 out of 10, it's a very bad dynamic when the woman is trying to impress you, when she's trying to get your attention, when she competes with other women. No. The only thing she can do to make herself feel better is to focus on herself. Let's be real. Most of men are visual. So, getting her looks together, getting her shine, radiance, all of these things, showing up every day in the great, with the great energy that you can feel for everybody, not just for men. She can do a lot of different things to for herself that will improve her. That's the only kind of competition that she could do, right? I'm gonna say this again. Um, the only kind of competition that the lady could do is to decide to invest more in herself, invest in uh, her appearance, in her, I don't know, whatever she's interested in, give her time to do things that she loves so she can shine within, and she doesn't need to compete for men. Men would compete for her. Appearance is only one part, but when women struggle with the same relationship happening over and over again, this is really about inner value, about realizing your value, about not going for low standard men, and not telling people about you being high value, but showing your standards to female friends, to men, and everybody around you. High value women, often not the prettiest women. They are not the most, you may not always see them in the crowd, but once you get to know them, this is the value you want, this is the kind of woman you want to have, because she can put a beautiful outfit, but inside of her she is whole, she is full of love, she is full of acceptance, she accepts herself, and she is wonderful to be around. So long story short, women who are the other way around, who work very, very hard to get men's attention, who doing all these things only to get approval, only to get validation, who knows this man could be married, or this man could be unavailable, or this man does not have any serious plans toward her, she would still stay in a relationship with him for 3, 5, 7, 10, 15 years. She would miss out on her opportunity to become a wife and a mother, and then her heart is broken because she was hoping, even though the man told her right away, I don't want to do this, we can be partners. I don't like the word relationship. We're going to be partners. Right? Anybody heard that before? If ladies are watching me, any man who says he doesn't like the word relationship tells you right away, openly, that he takes no responsibility. He will take your time. He will take your love. He will take everything he can from you, but he's not responsible. So, but once again, if we're talking about women with high value, they do not care for men like this. They see it and they move on. It doesn't matter what the man says. High value women compare the action and what happens. If the words are followed with action. So, I want to go right back. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. So, it's sunny in Michigan too, so it's not sunny, not the last sunny life. Let's see. Welcome, everybody. So we are talking today about that women cannot really compete for men. When a woman is starting to compete for a man, she is losing herself. Men could compete for a woman. Once again, if you have the highly sought after woman in your circle, there are other men after her, you can totally compete and you can totally win. If you know what you're doing, if you have your strategy, if she is at least somewhat into you, or if she is really into you, you can put action and you can show what you can do. But for a lady, for example, once again, if she is having connection with a man who is married, and a lot of married men, unfortunately or fortunately, if you ever been married, you know how it is. Sometimes they really want to get away from their wife, And they love it. They love to go out with a beautiful woman they have no responsibilities with. They enjoy this. But for women, high value women would never go down that rabbit hole, because she knows that she deserves better. She can have a whole man just for herself. She doesn't need to share her man with his wife and maybe his other mistresses or whoever. Guys, this is real life situation. Sometimes we fall in love with the wrong people, but the truth is, when you have healthy sense of self, you will stop it right away. Ladies, if you're listening to me, when you have a healthy sense of self, you are not gonna go for it. You're not gonna even let this start. I think there is a situation right now with Jada and Will Smith. Uh, I thought they were officially in open marriage, right? But it's definitely always um, it's always hurtful. I don't care what people say, but when you have been betrayed by somebody, when the partner you're committed with decided to commit to somebody else for a couple of hours, I don't care what you say in public, you are hurting. You are hurting because uh, you have been betrayed. You have been embarrassed, and it's embarrassing. And I can only feel for public people, it must be awful to be a celebrity, because um, everybody knows your business, and some people would come out and talk about your business. Once again, a high value woman would never let herself to be involved with another man when she's still legally married to her current husband. And by involved, I mean involved, entangled. As Jada Smith said, entangled. That's one way of saying it. High value women, they do not compete with others. Once again, if you, as a man, if you cannot make your mind, she will make it for you. She'll take the decisions for you. You cannot make your mind, she got the solution for you already. She's not she's not gonna be there to convince you to choose her. That is so masculine, and this is so anti-feminine. What do I mean by this? She wants you to have the leading role. So, what ladies do when they really into somebody and that man have more options. So if ladies are listening to me, I can tell you, get yourself more options. Put some work in you. I don't know, go to therapy. Have some kind of mentor or coach. Somebody who can help you to get your mind together and your beauty too. Even though all of you are telling, oh yes, the inner is most important, inner is the most important, but without the outer, I'm gonna sound like Steve Harvey, without the outer beauty, none of you all want that woman. None of you all. Steve Harvey, shout out. That's his way of speaking. You just, unless you have chemistry and unless you are into her physically, emotionally, she does it for you. She can be made of gold inside, but that's not enough. I'm reading your comments. and taking a pause. So that's basically what I wanted to share with you. Now let's talk about men once again. You know, men completely, this is completely different game. You could basically steal you could steal your woman, not by actually stealing her like in some mountain nations in USSR or post USSR, but by showing her what you can do for her. You don't have a guarantee. Some women don't care what you do for her. They also want, like in Jada in Will Smith's case, they want somebody 25 years younger. So, hey, sometimes you can do nothing for her. She just like men, sometimes women also want to have that different kind of vibe, you know, with somebody who is half your age. This is just like it is. Yes, boy toy. Most women are high value women, they are good on this. But at the same time, sometimes people get bored. Sometimes it can be different reasons, and this is very personal and individual, right? My concern, particularly about Will and Jada, is that I'm gonna say this: if Will Smith doesn't do it for you, you have a problem. I'm gonna say this again. If somebody as incredible and accomplished and handsome man as Will Smith does not do it for you, that's a whole different conversation. And yes, there is something is going wrong. You got a problem. You really do. Some people, but you know, some people cannot commit. Let's be real. We are not, to be very honest, most of us are not monogamous. Some people taught themselves to be monogamous. Some people grew up in families. Timothy. Oh my God, cracking me up, Timothy. Some people grew up in a family that was monogamous, and this is, you know, very strong family foundation where they learned from their parents. But some people just have a different nature. Some people cannot even, you know, for some people 6 months is a long relationship. So it's really everybody. Some people would be miserable living with the same person for 35 years. They could not do it. They don't have it because they could not do it. Some people, this is their dream. So I guess there is something for everyone, right? Thank you guys for the comments. I see you. Yeah. Well, honestly, I do not know. I do not follow so much pop culture. I don't know. I'm sure there is something you can find on everybody. But let's just take an example of the couple that looks incredible on the outside, but it's not. And when you know, for example, we should have another video about forgiveness, but for, you know, sometimes you are already in a committed relationship and you still feel like you're competing. Most women would not stay with a man who is openly having commitment problems unless this is the open relationship. Otherwise, relationships, it doesn't really work. So this was just a little side note. I'm sure there is. I honestly, you know, once again, I don't follow the gossip, not so much. Don't even own a TV. So I'm just giving you an idea. So do you guys have any comments? Do you agree that let's wrap up because I don't have a lot of time, guys. I'm still here in paradise. And I decided to share that with you today. Have you ever had a situation when the lady was pursuing you, and maybe even if you liked her a little bit in the beginning, once she started pursuing you, your whole interest lost, like everything, you just were looking for the exit. I've seen very few situations when initiative would come from a woman and things would go great. It does happen sometimes. um, Sometimes maybe with a very shy man it could work. With a very shy man sometimes it could actually work, because he would approach her, but because he is a nerd, so she makes the first step. But generally, when the woman is pursuing you, her value goes down because that's not her natural role. And most men get confused. It's kind of like a deer pursuing the hunter. There is a little bit of a problem there, right? And if ladies are watching me, I just want to tell you, if you have a man that is not calling, that is not supporting you, whatever needs you have, that is not consistent, that is not showing his intentions, that's not feeling you, or maybe the other way, he's crowding you too much. If you have the man like this and you are not, you don't feel very happy, you feel you're walking on eggshells, or you are always on top of a volcano. You don't know, it's hot and cold. He may call you, he may not call you. If you are in that situation, move on, get another one. Because if in the beginning this is what's happening, or you've been together for a while and he's doing all the stuff, the best thing you can do is lean back and do you. Go take these classes, go on vacation, do fill up your life with other joyful things that you're trying to get from being with this man. There is no reason to sit there being clingy and needy when life is happening right now. If he is not consistent, it means that he is not that interested. And tell me that I'm wrong. If you're not pursuing a woman, if you're not consistent with your actions and behavior, you are not interested. Women think that, oh, he's having a little bit of a problem. I need to help him. He's struggling. No, actually he's not struggling. He just have other options, and you are an extra one. That's why he goes hot and cold, because it's hard to be at the same time in 3 different places. I'm sorry guys, I'm selling you today. So if you put this choice, if you tell high value woman, the woman that appreciates herself, if you tell her that, I'm thinking between you and Becky, or between you and Jennifer, or between you and Olga, she will literally say, I'll make it easy for you. She will block you and close the door. She's not gonna be in this vulnerable, unknown situation. She could care less about that. If you don't know a decision, she'll take a decision for you. For those of you who are interested in somebody, and these ladies have options, this should not scare you, but you do need to know that they are responding. You need to see response from the woman, but you cannot force the response. A lot of men would say, well, they would push to try to get that reaction. Women need a lot more time to check you out, to feel you, to feel that safety. You cannot push or force them into safety, into feeling of trust, into feeling of relaxation, into feeling of joy with you, that they can feel safe. That's one of the most important things for the ladies, is to be able to feel safe with you. So you cannot force them into it, or you can't push them into it. Just a minute. Okay. Um, Timothy, I don't know about other women. I don't keep track on other women. I don't know what they're thinking. Um, I'll take your question as a compliment, but I hope that other ladies realize their own uniqueness and beauty, and they enjoy themselves. Because every single woman was sent on this planet to shine her femininity and be radiant and beautiful and inspiring. I personally absolutely enjoy beautiful people, especially if it's all around beauty, if it's aesthetics and a great spirit. I appreciate that, and that is very inspiring. Women who are high value, they do not get jealous, they get inspired. They think, I wonder if I could start learning how to dance, you know. I wonder if I could be a little bit more bubbly and not that, grumpy. Some women get jealous of just about anything. I would say, yes, of course, uh, I had certain experiences, but I just completely ignore them. I think I cared about it more when I was maybe in high school or somewhere around that time. But I think it's something that nobody, no lady should even think about. I cannot change anybody else, but I can do better myself. And once in a while, you get in, you get to connect to somebody. I always, I always tell people, I always make genuine compliments, and I think when people feel good about themselves, they don't have a negative. When people feel good about themselves, they don't have negative emotions about others. So one thing that we can do to change people who are mad or, you know, insecure or jealous, it tells them something about them that will inspire them. I'm not in a competitive mode. I don't compete with nobody because I believe that what's yours is yours. So when I see somebody incredible, I just enjoy it. When I see that somebody is mean to me, I try to ignore it and maybe even be encouraging, because once again, no person would put you down or criticize you if they feel good about themselves. So when you deal with negativity like this, tell them a compliment. Tell them tell them a compliment. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. You have that attitude too. You make compliments to people, and you show them right away that I'm no threat. I see you. You're wonderful, and things like this. So no time for drama, right? Frankie's saying, yes, don't flaunt your blessings. Thank you, Timothy. He says, I like your attitude. Well, thank you. I think there is a beautiful thing as you grow up and you meet people and you see the world and you yourself start seeing beauty in others. When you yourself make other people feel good about themselves, you have a lot less of negative experiences. Once again, when you see beauty in other people, their inner spirit, you have a lot less negative experiences. So, how did we go to this one from the original topic? Those of you who joined later, I hope that you will watch from the beginning and comment if you have thoughts. Today we talked about high value women, that they're not gonna compete for you, they're not gonna try to convince you that they are best, they're not gonna try to impress you, they're not gonna try to be the leader or organizer of your meetings, your events. They're not gonna try to do manly things for you that naturally you are doing. But if they are inspired, they will take better care of them. They will do better things for themselves inside and out. So their high value will remain relevant and they will keep evolving. And for you gentlemen, if there is somebody who is you're very interested in, do not give up too early. I do not recommend pursuing somebody that cannot stand you, that does not want to be around you. But don't give up too early. Don't give up too early. Do what your natural instincts tells you to do, but do not force, do not push. Women need their time. Remember, even women's sexuality is different. If you compare, men's spark of passion and women being more like a slow stove, it takes a while to heat it up, but when it's hot, it's hot. That applies also to emotional state. It does. So take it slow. When you push, you create resistance. You can offer things and do beautiful things for a woman without getting anything in return. If that satisfies you, if that is not satisfying for you, you know you want something in return, or you're going to be upset, then you are in the wrong place, because that is you're not focusing on a process, you're focusing on the end result, and it takes a lot from the process of getting to know each other. Women get very uncomfortable with pressure. Cortisol, your worst enemy. Cortisol for ladies is a terrible hormone. It takes away the femininity. So let things to unfold naturally, and if you're doing certain things, make sure you enjoy them, because in worst case scenario, you would know that you did what you could, you took your best shot, you put all the effort, and if she did not become yours, you enjoyed that time, just the opportunity to be with her, to enjoy her presence. And if she did not choose you, she wasn't the one. But as long as you enjoyed the journey, you are good. The world is abundant, and there is a lot of people that a lot of ladies and other things that can come into your life if you allow them to come. Make sure you enjoy these things. If you don't enjoy them, please don't do them. Don't make somebody a gift, and if you did not win in a competition for her, then you send her a receipt and say, hey, I want you to pay me back. Whatever that was. No. If you enjoy the process, if you want to know that you give your best shot and everything else is in God's hands, that is a healthy attitude. Yes, compete, move the mountains, do amazing things. Consider things that can truly enrich your life, such as international travel, or you know, taking the courage to talk to the girl you would be scared and terrified to talk to. Whatever you need to do, that makes you more experienced, more masculine. That puts you in that role that you were naturally intended to take. That was your natural role. But don't switch off your senses. Have them all at all times. And if you didn't win, you're good. You got warmed up. You can learn from that. And it's not always, it's very often, it has nothing to do with you. It has to do with other people's preferences. Personally, I believe that our preferences are almost in our DNA and we cannot change them. So it's kind of arrogant to think that, oh, if you don't like me, you're bad. You know, if you don't like me, if you don't appreciate me, you must be a terrible person. No, absolutely not. So that's what I wanted to share with you, my dear friends. Thank you, Bill. I cannot read that word. I know one young man that can. So I'll practice that. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for the comments. Yeah, Rob is saying, I would definitely not recommend being around people who hate you. Absolutely not. If you know it's not coming natural, it's definitely not a high value behavior it's not self-respecting behavior when you try to get somebody who just not enjoying your company, you know, find better companions. So with that being said, thank you so much for your comments. I will read more of them once I am back. I appreciate you all very much. Let's see, I'm gonna show you beautiful view once again. I'm gonna show you beautiful view once again. I don't know if I can't move that door. So now you know why I'm not responding, but I will. So guys, I just want to tell you that if you have requests, please send them early so I can help you on time and not 3 weeks or a month later. So if you need some help, reach me at consultveronica@gmail.com. If you don't, good for you. Enjoy the videos. Consider joining the Patreon. And my Patreon members, we're going to have our Zoom call on July 22nd. So it would be Wednesday after tomorrow's Wednesday. So with that being said, I hope you got some good ideas from this video, or maybe just reinforcement that main topic of bottom line of this video: women cannot compete for you because they lose themselves in the process, but men can compete for a woman because they activate all of their resources. and even if you didn't get her, you put yourself in a better position to get a woman of the higher value, somebody that you really want. May not be this one, but it would be another one. When you put yourself in that position, when you activate your masculine role, your natural leadership behavior, you still go into a better place. For ladies, sorry guys, gentlemen, we cannot compete for you, but we can improve ourselves, not in a sense of competition, but as a self-love, to make ourselves more radiant, more vibrant, more beautiful, more happy inside and out, or happier, shall I say, inside and out. And this is how we can enrich our life and make sure that we are not competing for men, but that men are competing for us. And with that being said, I will see you very soon.